Hey, good evening, well, it could be anytime.
It is evening for us currently. Hi, everybody.
It's Brad.
And Christa.
With the Big Family Homestead. And today, well, it's been a long time coming because she's been sick.
I've been sick, and now I'm getting better. Not all the way there. I'm still, in the head.
Her leg was sick. Let's just say that.
This will never be better.
I love you.
Yes.
So we have been promising a pan bread recipe that is delicious.
Super easy.
And fast.
Yes.
And that is an Indian naan pan bread. You don't use an oven.
Nope.
You just, you describe it, baby.
Well, it's a flatbread that you bake on, or you cook in a cast iron skillet. Or
whatever you got.
Whatever you have.
Whatever
cast iron seems to work really, really well. But if you don't have cast iron, don't go out and buy cast iron. Just use your stainless steel pan or whatever you have. It's really up to you.
But a lot of people, when COVID hit, a lot of people were scrambling to learn how to make stuff at home.
Yes.
And this is one of those essential recipes where if you're craving bread, you can make it so quick, and it's delicious.
Yeah, you really can. The longest part of this is letting the dough rise. It takes about an hour and a half. And as you can see, this has been rising for quite some time. Don't pop
I must poke the...
It's been rising for quite some time.
The abscess must be poked.
Gross. Stop. You're going to mess it up. Leave it alone.
Okay, so... hey, let's see who's here. As you get ready, Scott, Jesus is Lord, Jean Marie, Crystal 72, Ask Hermit, Felicia, Susan, Tanya, Donna. Let's see, Eileen, Michelle. Oh, did I miss somebody? Treasure Rescue, Michelle. She's in her apron. Tanya, she's in her apron. And Mike DeFazio.
There you go.
He gets his own theme song.
Your voice is back.
He gets his own theme song.
He does.
Oh, and they're all wishing you well.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
So bring it on, baby.
We're going to get started with the dough part. It's just some simple ingredients that you should have in your kitchen. If you don't, you need to have them in your kitchen. Flour, definitely essential.
Here's the recipe.
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go. There we go.
So water, flour, sugar, yeast, baking powder, salt, and a little bit of oil. That's all you need. Yeah. It's super easy. So we're going to get started with the, we're going to proof the yeast. We're going to make sure that it is active and not dead, because if it's dead, dump it and get a whole new batch of yeast.
Send that yeast to the gym. It needs to be not passive.
Right. So I've got 3/4 cup of warm water. It's just to where it's just warm to the touch. I ran super hot water here a little while ago. So it's nice and warm for now. So now we need 2 teaspoons of sugar. And we'll dissolve that in the warm water. And I'm just using an organic cane sugar.
What is that crazy device?
This was mailed to us
by
Michigan Snow Pony. Her channel has been hacked, and she's not making any videos. Don't go to her channel.
Because they're horrible videos.
They're awful. It's very inappropriate, and my heart goes out to her, really. But she mailed this to me, and I had it in my drawer and forgot that it was there, and then
What's it called?
It's a dough.
It's a dingle hopper.
Yes, it's a dingle hopper.
I've got who's it's and what's it's galore.
I was organizing the drawers.
You want to thingamabob?
And I found it again. So
I 20.
Started using it, and I absolutely love it.
That's all right.
So
no big deal.
I want more. No.
Yeah. Name that movie, guys. Most of you should know that.
Our daughter Ruth is learning to play that on the piano.
Any idea if I can use GF flour for this? Yes.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah, why not?
Gluten-free flour, yes.
Sure.
You probably could.
Can I use a special all-purpose flour, or is it?
You can use all-purpose flour.
Chiseled. in stone. Oh, okay.
No. You can use all-purpose flour. You can even use wheat flour, but you're going to need to use less wheat flour or more water.
Right.
Okay. So I've got my sugar dissolved. Now I need 1.5 teaspoons of yeast, which is half of a tablespoon.
Yeah. So Tanya is saying it's a dough hook, I believe.
Yeah, it's like a dough hook on your KitchenAid, but I don't know the exact name. So I'm just going to give this a quick stir.
It looks like it would be a good ponytail maker for the girl's hair. Just
I'm thinking no.
done.
No, maybe a good knot, a hair, makes hair knots in the hair, but
Big Mermaid.
yeah.
Yeah. I want to be where the people are. Walking around on what are those things they call them? What are they?
Feet.
Off where they
I'm
run.
not a singer.
What?
Not a singer.
I'm not.
Yeah, you
today.
are. You are. You're a singer. Don't mess with the dough.
Don't touch the abscess.
So we're just going to let this sit for just a couple of minutes just so that it is active. I know my yeast is working because I made some just a little while ago, and I took it from the same container. And so I'm just going to let this go for just a second. Does anybody have any questions? Sorry.
I do.
Yeah? You got a question?
That's my question.
That's not a question.
Stanley says, hi, Brad. Hi, Krista. How you doing, Stanley?
Howdy.
Howdy, Mr. Rojas.
Danish dough mixer. That's right. That's what it is.
The Danish whisk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Prepper games, yeah, for Sunday night. Brad is a hair remover, maybe.
That's really funny.
It'll work
That's
quick.
really funny. All right, so we've got some bubbles going on in here. I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the ingredients. So we've got 2 cups of flour, and I'm kind of scooping this flour around. Here, let me show you.
For
just
what
to
purpose?
kind of fluff it up. So as I make a mess, so that it's not so heavy. Too much flour is not good because it will make
bricks.
A brick. Yes.
Yeah. Tess Oxford says, Danish dough hook, love you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tess.
All right, now we need a 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Laura H, yes, we did start early. Krista made me.
I did. I'm like,
She
come on, let's
made
go.
me. I was sitting here waiting patiently.
Yeah. And now this is the odd one. 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder.
And we don't understand why,
I
but it
don't
works.
understand why, but it works.
Yep.
So. Now, I'm going to mix this up until there's no more liquid in there, and it's not going to be completely incorporated. But I want to get the wet all mixed up before I add the oil. Just like that. And then I'm going to get rid of this. Not get rid of it, just not use it anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and add our oil. And it says 1 tablespoon of oil. That looks like it's about right.
Now, may I jump
Yes.
in here real quick?
Yes.
One really super cool thing about this recipe is if you like certain flavors, now's a great time to put them in there. If you're like, I'm going to have thyme in my bread or
Right.
everything bagel seasoning,
Right.
you could do that. And another thing here, we don't care for the taste of olive oil
Right.
as much as grapeseed oil.
We love grapeseed oil. It's healthier than vegetable oil because that's just made from soybeans. I like the grapeseed oil because it doesn't have its own flavor. So it takes on whatever flavor you put with it. I use it for just about everything.
Yeah, Kimmy she's in her Apron channel, which is a great channel.
Yes.
She was mentioning that she loves garlic naan.
Yes.
Well, here's the trick. You got to be careful with the garlic naan because garlic will burn in your pan.
Right.
So
But
you got to be careful.
You could probably add the garlic straight to the bread.
You could.
Or brush it on afterwards.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's actually how the last time you made naan. That's what I did. I took a little butter and put a little butter on there and then some garlic. So it was like garlic bread kind of thing.
Now this part takes longer. For me to get this completely incorporated, it takes a good 5 to 8 minutes.
Well, you go, girl. Work
So,
it. So Steve
pretty
Ganning
dry.
says, what is this nonsense?
I know. That was funny. I saw that in his comment earlier. All right. I'm going to put this down on a counter.
Avocado oil is good too, says Carol. I don't think we've tried it just because it's expensive.
It's expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to put this back in the bowl.
But it's just pricey. That's the only thing.
Yeah. The grapeseed oil is still expensive.
We get it from Aldi.
We get it from Aldi, and this container is, I think, $3.89.
Yeah, for that much oil, it's not a bad price.
Right, but the avocado oil is a lot pricier.
Yeah, Carol is saying, I wonder why you're using baking powder and yeast.
It gives it a quick start from what I have read. Just helps to give it a jump start.
I mean, you probably could let it rise longer.
Yeah.
You just used one or the other.
Right. And what I didn't understand about using the baking powder is that baking powder is mixed when you have an acid in your food.
Yeah.
Like for biscuits, you would use it with buttermilk. There's no buttermilk in this or vinegar in this. So I don't understand it. It just works though.
Yep. This is one of those recipes that we got a long time ago, forgot where we got it. So we'd love to give credit to whomever it was, but when we go to look for these naan recipes, they're all very similar.
Well, they are very similar.
But you can add what you want.
There's two different ways that I've seen. You can make it with yogurt you can even make it without yeast. But we as our family, we really like this particular version of naan.
Scott, he uses a Valvoline 10W30 instead.
That's a good one.
I've got a funny story about that. While you're going, I probably came close to death. I was a very young boy. I was 19 and I was working at a music store in Florida. And there was a guy who ran the pawn shop down the road, and this guy was just a nasty jerk.
I remember this.
He was a foul, nasty person, hate in his heart for days. And he called one day, and he didn't know that it was me because I used to come into his store looking for guitars or whatever they had, right? And he called and he said, hey, I've got this keyboard that's, it's a Korg 01, something. It was expensive. It was like $1,000 keyboard. He goes, and one of the keys is sticking. He goes, like, we can't get it working, and one of the keys is sticking. So what do I do to get that repaired? And I said, well, I know this is going to sound crazy, but this is what you do. You take a quart of 10W30. You're going to pour it right over all of those keys. You're going to make sure that it goes all the way in there. Then you're going to take and just let it drain out, and then you wipe it down. And in about a week, it should be fine. He goes, and I could hear him writing it down. He was like writing it down. And then this is the part where Brad nearly died. Then he says, okay, 10W30, does it have to be 10W30 or can it be 5W20 or something? He said something. Mm-hmm. I said, I prefer 10W30. He goes, okay, really? You're not messing with me, right? No, it works every time. And I said, don't pour motor oil in a keyboard, you ding-dong, And he was hot. He came over to the store.
Brad didn't go into the pawn shop very often.
Yeah. He came into the store and I kind of excused myself to the back and let the guys
deal with him.
So
that's funny.
Never pour motor oil into a musical instrument.
No, that's funny. All right, it took less time to knead, which was good.
Vanessa is, FS Gromad is, thank you, Christa, for doing this while you're not feeling 100%.
Thank you. It is my pleasure. Of course, being hopped up on pain. No, I'm just kidding.
Painkillers.
Painkillers. No, I really haven't.
Painkillers and cough syrup. It's the only thing keeping me awake now.
No, I'm trying my darndest not to take any pain meds because I want to make sure that I don't do too much. So this is what it's looking like right now. It's it's not a super fluffy dough, but it will be as it rises. So I'm going to put this in a greased bowl. Not too much oil.
Denise W. is asking, could you use a sourdough starter to make it?
I don't see why you couldn't. I've never done that.
It would affect your rise time.
It would affect your rise time. It probably would take longer, but I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, the basic idea is you have a dough and you're going to put it in a pan and cook it.
Right.
Instead of like letting it rise into a big fluffy loaf of bread, it's going to be a thin pan bread.
Right. Now I'm going to put this in our oven. It's warm. And we are super blessed to have a proof setting on this oven.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just stick this in the oven on that proof setting and leave it. This dough I actually made, I think 2 hours ago.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. All right. Now,
it's going to be great.
I'm not going to knock this down. You know, a lot of bakers, they need the snot out of their dough. I'm not doing that.
Well, you don't need to, and it makes for a tougher dough.
Sometimes it makes for a tougher dough if you work it too much.
Nicole Fox says, so happy to make it to a live video.
Sweet. So.
I'm getting chastised for being naughty with the motor oil in the keyboard.
Of course you are, honey. Now,
couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Right. I'm not going to put any flour other than what's already here because I don't want to add any more flour to this. I want a sticky countertop because it's going to aid in rolling this out. So what I've got to do over here really quick is I'm going to put a sheet of plastic down on this counter that you guys don't see.
Oh, sorry. Mr. Blue Collar Homestead says, hello, Brad and Krista from West Tennessee.
Hello from West Tennessee.
Spent my fair share of time in Tennessee. I love West Tennessee, but most of the time I spent was in Franklin, Tennessee. In the Sound Kitchen.
Wait. Okie dokie.
Michigan Daffodil is asking, proof setting, what temp is that? I think it just kind of kicks up the pilot. It
has the pilot running. It's very low, maybe 100 degrees.
Yeah.
There is also a rapid setting on here, which pumps it up even more. And I've used that a couple of times when I'm in a hurry to make some bread. But I like the standard setting on here. All right, so I'm just going to put this down on the counter. There's enough oil in there, so I don't need to scrape that out. Oh, I forgot my dough knife.
Marhan Kovets. I don't know if I'm saying your name properly. Marhan Kovets. If I am saying your name wrong, it is unintentional. But they retracted their message.
Oh, well.
So there you go.
Can't read it now.
Can't say anything.
No. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide this into 8 pieces. And I'm not going to measure them and make them exact. I'm just kind of eyeballing it because they're all going to be different anyway as you roll them out. And now I'm going to just roll them into a ball here and place them on this plastic sheet and let them sit and rest for just a few minutes before I start rolling them out.
Oh, she's from Edmonton, Canada. I've been to Edmonton. That mall is humongous.
I've never been to
West
Edmonton.
Ed Mall. Yeah, it's huge. Let's see. There's another person here with, I don't know, Shannon, you're going to have to pronounce your last name for me there, sister, because I will not do well.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not even going to attempt it. I'll butcher it.
Zaya Kowalski? How's that? Zaya Chawaski? CH? Zaya Chawaski? Hey, hello.
Hi, Shannon. How you doing?
How's it going? Laura from Warren, Ohio. Hi. Carol, Delaney B's here. Lion of Judah Worship. Sweet.
Awesome.
North Carolina.
All right. So now I'm just going to cover those with plastic and let those sit for just a minute.
Jean is asking, at what point can we freeze these? Probably now. We never freeze
We
them.
never freeze them because by the time the evening is over, they'll be gone.
Yeah, they won't make it through
No,
the night.
the kids absolutely love them. Like Brad said earlier, they just eat them as a snack. We've made them into pizzas.
Yeah, sandwiches,
like
dipping.
pita type sandwiches. They just really, really like it.
Yep.
So.
Heidi Phoebe Phyllis from BC, Canada.
Sweet.
What?
All the way on the other side.
Yeah.
Awesome.
British Columbia, that's where Amio Life is, isn't it?
Well, that's where he lives, but
Yeah.
Amio Life
He's Canadian.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to turn this on to a medium-low temperature. I'm going to put it in the back, actually.
That one's a little more controllable.
It's a little bit more controlled. The front burner has super hot burners on it.
I'm going to change the angle of this camera so they can see it.
That's a good idea.
So it
Well,
may get
wait
in the way.
wait until I roll it out.
Okay.
Then I can just turn it.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to just kick this on to a medium-low.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, just like that. I'm not putting any oil or butter or anything in this pan. And I know that's kind of shocking, but
Diane
see why.
says, love naan. In India, it's made in a clay oven, crisp outside, soft inside. That sounds really good.
nice. That's awesome. I need my salt back. All right, for this, I need my brush and a little bit of oil. And I know this is a painter's brush, but I love this. It's an oil stain brush. I found out about this when we went to see our son David in New York and his family.
Because they use it for barbecue.
He uses it for barbecue, and I used it, and I love the way it put the brush the egg onto the bread. And so I actually bought one before leaving New York.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and that one's only been used a few times to stain the benches outside, so it should be okay.
No. It's never been used for anything but food.
Oh my god.
And I washed it beforehand. Okay. So we've just got our little ball of dough here.
Garlic naan with butter chicken. Yummy.
Yummy is right. I'm just going to press this down just to kind of make a circle. And then I'm going to roll it out. And you know what? The shape honestly does not matter.
But you could make it whatever you
You could
want.
make it circular. You could make it rectangular-ish like I am.
Little House Happy Home, can you use self-rising flour? Mamacita.
Yes, but you have to account for the salt in there. Don't add extra salt because there's already salt in self-rising flour.
Helpful tip. Did not know that.
Yeah. All right.
Make it into a ghost.
Okay.
Looks very ghostly. I don't know.
I don't know. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to brush this with some oil. And it's very little oil. That's one thing I love about that. And just sprinkle a little bit of salt on it. And then I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing. And now that our pan is hot, I will take this.
Let me move this.
Oh, I got it.
No, go ahead.
I got it.
Do what you do, baby.
I am doing what
I'll
I
be
do.
the nerd.
I got it. It's there.
Come on.
I got it.
Stop it.
It's there. Quit jacking with it.
It's my
Jack.
camera.
All right, now I'm just going to flop this down in the skillet. Just like that. And I need a spatula.
Which flavor?
This flavor. Actually, I think I'm going to get the pancake spatula.
Aha.
I love this thing.
Monica Sherman, not in the cookbook yet.
No.
It is not. This is a new recipe that we've kind of added to our family's
Right.
stuff.
We had it from a long time ago, lost it, I found it, and now it's back in our lives. Oh.
You probably can't see from this angle, but it's already starting to bubble up.
Yep.
Nice.
And this part only takes about a minute and a half. We're gonna let it bubble here on the top, and then we're gonna flip it. Oh, it's not done
Not
yet. Not yet. Not yet. You got to get the bottom brown a little bit more brown. So about a minute on the bottom.
It smells good.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that crazy how we're just hardwired to love bread?
Yeah.
Oh, my gracious.
Yeah.
I will have to send you to separate corners, says Michelle. Don't touch my cameras.
Yeah.
She won't let me touch the dough, so.
Whatever. So while that's going, I actually continue making more. And then the process is all done in just a few minutes.
Yeah. It's kind of like tortilla shells, says Debbie McMurdy.
Yeah. Still not brown enough.
Maybe turn up the temp a little bit.
Yep.
When I make naan, a set of tongs works good. You know, Sharon, I think I would actually do it that way.
I have done it that way, but I find that the tongs make marks on it because our tongs are pretty sharp on the ends. And so that's why I like to use the...
For me, I just grab it.
I know you would. I know you would.
Don't burn yourself, baby.
I won't.
Yeah, that's actually when we do tortillas on a flat top. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I just kind of pinch it and flip it.
Yeah.
And if you go quick, it won't get you. Let's see. M. Riojas is saying bubbles mean a good knead.
Oh, good.
There you go. Just need some hummus. Oh, yeah, Shannon. Actually,
we have some in the fridge. Aldi has these great little snack size hummus containers. Oh, yeah. And I don't think I saw them at our Aldi. We got these when we were in New York.
Yeah, look at that. It's just a little tub, just enough.
It's perfect amount.
And they do have garlic hummus.
They had the red pepper hummus too.
Yeah.
I might have to get some shipped in. I don't know.
I wonder if they'll... Well, no, because they got to keep it cool.
Yeah.
Asbestos fingers like me.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that other side's ready. Oh, the other side.
Oh, come on.
Just add some butter, says Dayton Valley Deals. Look at there. It's none of your business.
No, it's none of your business.
No.
No.
Naan and buttered chicken. Yep.
Yeah, keep refrigerated.
Crystal72 says, my little girl is so excited about a brand new easy bread from you. Mm-hmm. My kids love your bread more than any other I have tried.
I'm so happy. Honestly, that just warms my heart. Ouch. That's hot. So, there it is. Ouch. That's hot.
Here, I'll do it.
No, I got it. I got it.
I got leather fingers.
Yeah. Now, you can cook this a little bit longer, but our kids like to put them in the toaster. So,
look at there.
Perfect.
Actually, that camera's a little blown out in terms of the lighting. Mm-hmm. So it actually almost looks like a piece of chicken.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, man. Maybe later Brad can hum us a few bars from his latest song.
Funny.
Can you put the recipe in the book? Oh, back up. Yeah, I can do that for you there. Not a problem. You see, ask and you shall receive. Mm-hmm. Just like that. And you can go back and just screen grab it.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yep. See?
Rapture friends. I'm late. I have to rewatch the whole video. Lols. You want some?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Are you kidding? Hot.
Let me see. That's good hummus.
There you go.
Oh, thank you, baby. Mm-hmm. Breaking bread.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Still warm. Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. That is silly good. Mm-hmm. No lie.
Mm-hmm. Super simple. Yummy. And like I said, you can use gluten-free flour. You could use wheat flour. Mm. You could use honey instead of sugar.
Whatever.
Make it your own for your family. Mm. But yeah, there you go.
Oh my gosh. Mm. Yes, I will take it.
That little bit of salt on there just adds so much.
And you don't need a ton.
I didn't use a ton.
I know, I saw.
It was, it was less than a pinch. Because I put some of it back.
Nummy.
Usually the first ones are not, it's like pancakes, right? When you make pancakes, the first couple don't turn out right.
You got to get the feel.
You got to get the feel for it. You got to get your pan hot enough. Now they're turning out right.
There you go, baby.
Thank you, baby.
Just like that.
Thank you.
Did you have it with hummus earlier? That is silly good.
It is ridiculously good.
Yeah. Don't go all Moses on us. Well, here's the thing. We're actually working on a cookbook right now that is all recipes under $20 or $10. Because we all know where things are going right now with the cost of food.
Yeah, and big meals.
Yep.
Not small, 1 to 2 person. Like big meals
Feed at least 4 or 5 people.
5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we have, who do you appreciate? We have a big family. And when everyone is home, there's 15 of us. So we make big meals. Thank you, dear.
Yeah. I was selfishly waiting for this crunchy part.
We do these big meals very frugally. I'm not going to say, I can't say on the cheap, but very frugally. That is looking delicious.
Well, does anybody have any questions? Because that's honestly how easy it is.
That's it.
There's nothing to it.
It is super easy. Super easy to do. And
thank you for the suggestion of the hummus, Michelle. This has made my evening.
That's dinner.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Yeah. And the kids are going to be excited because they love having the naan in the house.
Well, and it is nice too because you can, if you underdo it, like she was just saying, you can pop it in the toaster. Yeah. Does that cost per person recipes? No, Phoebe. No. That's for everybody.
That's the whole meal.
Let's see.
Yeah, whole meal. No, we don't.
Cinnamon sugar. Oh, yeah. I'd make it like an elephant ear. You're right.
Yep.
Oh, how did the kids do with music? Well, let me tell you.
Phenomenal.
Out of a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the least good, 1 being the best, they both got 1s.
Yep. Yeah, if you guys know how that works, they're different classes. I'm going to turn this down. The pan's too hot now.
Ooh, dill pickle hummus. Yummy.
They're different classes. And so Hope was a class B. Caleb was a class C, because of his age and their experience in playing piano. So next year, he'll move up to a class B and she'll move to a class A. But they both got 1s and they did fantastic jobs.
And this is the first time they've ever played an instrument in front of anybody.
Well, no, they played at a recital last year. But
You're correct.
This is their first adjudicated
judged, yeah.
Judged experience.
It's not necessarily a competition unless you're competing against yourself.
Right.
But it was very good. The judges gave excellent advice, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Delaney B, this is a bread you can do.
Yes, Delaney, this is one you can do. Super easy. I would even say that Ruth could make these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Ruth could do these easy. Look at that one. That one's turning into like a pita.
Heck yeah.
That's the next thing. I'm going to master making pitas because our family loves them, and they're expensive when you have to buy them in the store.
And this is really, honestly, how much would you say? Because I forgot the recipe.
For all of them, I would say it's less than $1.
Let's see. Let's kind of figure it out.
No, because remember, loaves of bread is like 30 cents.
No. I'm counting the ingredients. Okay. So 2 teaspoons of sugar, that's negligible.
Yeah.
Yeast, maybe a nickel. 2 cups of flour.
Again, we buy it in 50-pound bags for $20.
Let's call that a dime.
Okay.
All in, guys, I don't think that you have 25 cents in this.
No.
And that's serious.
I'm going to make a circle one.
You're going to make a circle one?
Yeah.
It could be less than 25 cents. It might be even 20 cents. But that's pretty amazing.
I do better at rectangles, not circles.
She likes the pizza shape. Pizza shape. Do you feel the Redmond salt is more salty than other salts? I just got some, and that is some powerful salt.
We use the pink Himalayan salt, and I find it not very salty.
Yeah, you
all.
have to use a little more than you think.
I mean, it adds a salt flavor, but it does not. It's not salty.
Mary X9 Kids says, I just learned to make hummus, so I have been waiting for you to make this. Looks great.
Oh, I have not perfected hummus. It is so easy. I have not perfected hummus yet, though. You find all these great recipes, but to get it as smooth as this...
That's the trick.
That's the trick. That's hard to do.
I wonder what you do. Well, she can probably tell us.
Probably. I wonder if it has something to do with the skins that are on the chickpeas.
Probably got to get them off.
That's my thought, too.
Yeah. So I think that might be it, guys. Unless there's any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes? No? Maybe so?
This was a pretty easy, short video. I mean...
Yeah, well,
that's
it for tonight.
Yeah.
And
we'll be
then
back
Sunday night, we're going to do our regular craziness. Mm-hmm. I don't know what we'll do. Well, maybe we'll make some hummus. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
So, anyway, I'm Brad.
I'm Krista.
You guys have an amazing and blessed evening. See ya.
Bye.